Welcome to Protech IntelliTrack. This is a very brief overview of the system's capabilities and features. So let's get started. Once you log onto the dashboard, you see the high-level overview of your aprons, who has them, what style they are, and what their status information is. So you can come right here on the first page and see the aprons that are in service, the ones that are in exception status. You have the ones coming due or their next 30 or 60 or 90 days. You have some facility and IntelliTrack notices information. And then you have these tabs at the top that give you nice graphics about information about your aprons. The style count, which is simply what type of aprons do you have, how many of each kind, and you can click through there and see that list of aprons. You can see your aprons organized by department, how many are in each department. You can see your aprons organized by status. In this case, these are the ones that are in exception status, damaged or out of repair. And then you have a watch list that talks about, hey, these are the ones you need to keep track of probably before the next inspection, and act on them just to keep your eye on them. So the overview of the dashboard gives you all the information you need to manage your set of aprons. To drill down and to look at individual or groups of aprons, there's a two-step process. One is to search for the aprons, and two is to act on them. So we have a search function here, and they have the simple search, and then you have an advanced search. Check that box and you get a lot more fields to search on. So once you put in the criteria they're interested in, then you simply click on search, and what you get back is a grid view of aprons that meet that search criteria. You could simply drill down on a particular apron and see the details of that apron. And there's functionality to edit the apron, add an inspection if it's that time of year, add notes, reorder, etc. But back up to the Manage Aprons page when we're searching for things. What we can do here is, if we want to act on more than one apron at a time, which is probably more typical, what you'll do is you'll build a group list. So you use a variety of search criteria several times. Each time you'll select the aprons that you're interested in, or maybe you'll select them all at once, and you'll click on this button, Add to Group. So you're building a group list of aprons. Once you've done that, you'll go to Apron Group. Here's that group of aprons that you can manage the list. And there's two things you can do. You can either update the information for all of those aprons at once, or some subset, by just checking on the aprons or checking on all of the aprons. You could reassign them to a different department, a different person, whatever makes sense. Pick a department, click update, and they all are changed. Or if it's that time of year for inspections, so you do the floral work, you make notes, say they all pass, all aprons in radiology pass. So you simply note that and any particular additional information you want to give, and then pick the aprons you want to include in that update, and then simply click Add Group Inspection. Very fast way to do batches of aprons entering their information. Next thing is reports. A couple ways to get there. We have a list of standard reports. These are apron lists that are simply one line per apron, information about them, different sorting and grouping activities or criteria there. And then you can also simply work from the search page. When you get search results back, you pick the aprons you're interested in, either using the search criteria or clicking on the aprons that you're interested in, and either get an apron detail report, which is all the information about a particular apron, maybe several pages of information, or again a list of aprons, one line with data on it for each apron. So a lot of flexibility. And once you see the report page come up, there'll be additional grouping and sorting options there. Very powerful. If you are interested in retrofitting existing aprons, you'll simply come to this section of IntelliTrack, and you'll build a list of the aprons that you want to assign aprons to, or assign smart tags to. Here I've got 7 aprons that need a smart tag. I'll scan in the set of tags using the RFID reader. Typically there's the ones that need to be assigned to aprons, and I'll just hit these drop down boxes and I'll pick the right tag that's on each apron. Here's portable 3 that has this particular tag, so when I get all done with this, I simply hit assign tag IDs and it makes that association in the software. Very simple. The support tag, tremendous amount of information, how to get up to speed on IntelliTrack. Starts with a support page and how we handle support. Then the training, which is about the guidelines and goals, how do you get there. The roadmap is the specifics, how do you answer questions about IntelliTrack, and it points you to the right video for every training goal that there is. And a lot of times you end up on this training page called video, which is all the videos that are in IntelliTrack that allow you to learn about the system and how it works. Lots of extra information over here to the right as you want to get more information about specific fields and operations and best practices. So a tremendous amount of support there. And this is a regular logon user, but in the administrator one there's an admin link up here which takes you to the ability to edit users and view activities and other high level functions that only a couple of people will have. So very capable software. So what I've showed you is just basically an overview. Two parts: the dashboard, high level management of your aprons and moving them around and seeing what's where, and then the actual ability to find an apron or find multiple aprons and act on them, whether it's the updates, changing information about aprons, or doing inspections once or twice a year. So that's it. That's IntelliTrack in a nutshell. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.